Hello, welcome to the third lesson of unit number 2 of Learn Polish with Darek. We're gonna continue talking about pronunciation and reading in Polish. And on this lesson, we will talk about accents, so akcenty. Right, let's start. The first one is on. So again, this might be pretty difficult to English speaking people. Maybe French guys will find this quite easy. And to make it a little bit easier for you, I think you might also pronounce O like O-M. So Good example of it, and this is something that even Polish people sometimes just say, is są, which means they are. And even we sometimes say są. So as you can hear, the difference is really slight. The correct pronunciation is są, and the wrong one is są. It is quite similar. Są, som. So I guess this might be just a little bit easier for you. Next one is che. This is how would you spell it, and in word the sound is ch. And again, ch might be also pronounced similar to just the combination of c-i, so ci, and the sound might be heard in the word brać, which means to take, and bracia, which means brothers. Brać, bracia, brać, bracia. Alright, I think that's quite easy to understand. You just need some practice. Next one is un. So with the little hook on the bottom. So the same hook as you can see in on. And un, sometimes we pronounce as e, sometimes we do pronounce it as e plus n. And a good example for this is the word będę, which means I will be. And the way Polish people sometimes pronounce it is będę. So the correct one, będę, is sometimes pronounced będę. Będę, będę. And also this might make it just a little bit easier for you to understand what the sound might be like before you learn to actually pronounce it correctly. Alright. Next accent in Polish language is eł. Eł in the spelling and just the sound w. So w sounds pretty much similar to the English pronunciation of v, which is w in spelling, but often you pronounce it as Polish w. So W in the word above sounds very much similar to Polish L with an accent. W. Okay, next one, N in spelling, and the sound is N. So N, similarly to Ch, might be replaced by the combination of NI, NI. So the good example of the sounds is koń, which means a horse, and koniec, which means the end. As you can hear, the sound is nearly identical. Again, koń, koniec. So this might be a good example for you to practice the sound of N. Next one is O with the comma, which is simply U. So there is no tricks here. The sound of O z kreską or ukreskowane is simply U. This should be one of the easiest one. Alright, now let's go to eś. Eś in spelling, and the sound is sh. So sh again might be replaced by the combination of S and I, SI, and here's how it sounds in pronunciation. So first one is oś, which means axis, and the second one is osioł, which means a donkey. And again, oś, osioł. As you can hear, very similar, and might be easier for you to try to pronounce it like that. S-I, oś, osioł. Alright, now Z with the comma, the sound is Z, and in spelling this would be zet. Zet. So Z, the same rule, Z might be replaced by the combination of Z and I. Z, I, Z. So the first example is źródło, and the second one is zima. So źródło means a source, and zima, you might remember from previous lessons, means a winter. So źródło, zima. Quite similar. Alright? Alright, the last accent is Z with a dot, which you pronounce as ż. In spelling, this would be żet z kropką. So żet with a dot, and żet might be pronounced very similar to the two letters GE in the word prestige. So ż, prestige. This was a really hard example, I guess prestige is not even English word, it's French. That's why it contains this kind of sound. But this word for sure exists in English, so should be quite a good example to show you how jet should be pronounced. And just in case you wonder how to write Polish accent, is always the Alt button plus the corresponding letter, but jet and jet are both starting with the letter Z, right? So Alt plus Z results in Ż, and in order to write the letter J, you need to press Alt plus X. That's just a fun fact to end the lesson. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope this will make it easier for you to read Polish words. See you next time.